In a world that moves faster every day, always online, always rushing, there are still places where time moves in silence. High in the Swiss Alps, far from busy roads and modern cities, small mountain villages quietly resist the passage of time. Here live the last Swiss shepherds, guardians of a tradition passed down for generations, facing the cold, the solitude, and the rhythm of life at altitude. In this video, you'll dive into the simple yet profound routine of men and women who have chosen to live in harmony with the land, the animals, and silence itself.
Switzerland is famous for its chocolate, its clocks, and its sense of order. But perhaps nothing represents the Swiss spirit more than its mountains. The Alps are more than just a postcard. They are home to people who live in sync with nature's rhythm. At elevations of 1,500, even 2,000 meters, you'll find tiny villages like Evolene, Guarda, Gimmelwald, Obermutten. Some can only be reached on foot or by cable car. Many have no cars, no supermarkets, and very limited internet. But what they do have is breathtaking. Lush green meadows, dramatic cliffs, crystal clear rivers, and the constant music of cowbells. The idea of a shepherd might seem like something from the past, but in Switzerland, there are still hundreds of families who live off the land, raising cattle, sheep, or goats. Many are descendants of shepherds. Others chose this life out of idealism, a love for nature, or a rejection of city life. These are men and women who rise at 4 or 5 a.m., braving fog, snow, or wind to tend to their animals. Every summer, they climb up to the alpacas, the high mountain pastures, where they stay for months. Up there, they live in rustic huts with no luxuries, just the essentials: food, fire, tools, and a lot of patience. Life on the mountain has its own rhythm. There are no fixed schedules, but a constant cycle of work, observation, and quiet. The day begins with milking, a delicate task that requires attention and care for each animal. Then the herd is released and guided to the upper pastures. While the animals graze, the shepherd uses the time to repair fences, chop wood, make cheese, or simply enjoy the view. At night, the process reverses. The herd returns, wounds are tended, the dog is fed, and a simple meal is prepared over a wood stove. There is no television, sometimes not even a phone signal. Just the sound of nature and the quiet reward of living with purpose. To the shepherd, animals are not just income, they are companions. Every cow has a name. Some have been with the family for years, giving birth to new generations. The goats each have distinct personalities, some stubborn, others calm and gentle. The herding dog is a loyal partner, tirelessly responding to commands, often with just a look. There is a quiet wisdom in this relationship, a language beyond words, built over time and trust. When winter approaches, many descend to lower villages. There, tight-knit communities survive, small but deeply connected. Solidarity is essential. Neighbors share tools, help with the harvest, and look out for one another. Seasonal festivals like the transhumance, when the herds come down from the mountains, are celebrated with joy. Families reunite, there's music, dancing, and the shared feeling of having completed another cycle of life. But time doesn't stand still, and even up here, modern life finds its way in. Many young people choose to leave the mountains behind, seeking jobs, education, and the conveniences of city life. Tourism brings income, but also new demands. Wi-Fi, paved paths, luxury cabins. What was once remote and untouched is now becoming accessible. And with that, the rhythm begins to change. The shepherds are left wondering, who will care for the goats 20 years from now? It's not an easy life, but it's a clean one. Here, I can hear my own thoughts. Sometimes I feel alone, but when I go down, I miss this place. These are real reflections from the men and women who still choose this path. They're not looking for fame or fortune, just a chance to keep something alive, something ancient, something grounded. A way of living where the sky, the land, and the silence all speak to you. The last Swiss shepherds may soon be just a memory. This way of life might fade away with them. But as long as there is someone willing to wake before sunrise, climb the mountain, and call the cows by name, the spirit of the Alps will still be alive. Not in tourist brochures, but in the silence between the peaks. Thank you for watching. If this video touched you, leave a like, share it, and subscribe for more untold stories of hidden cultures and disappearing traditions. Sometimes, what truly matters is found where few ever look.